Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and the neat thing about this time of year is there's a lot of opportunity to, when you start to hear Christmas music, people start to get out of that mode, and so a lot of the buyer competition can go away, but you can still find that there's a good amount of selection. As we get into December, sometimes people start taking homes off, but good selection right now. We've got low interest rates, so it's a very interesting time. I think that there may be some opportunities if somebody's been waiting, and it's so funny because the first 6 months of the year, it was crazy. It was amazing. And for some reason, it's actually a better time now, but less people are looking. So 620 Ferguson, number 91, 3099. And there was one at 328.9 that just was sold conditional. It's an end unit. It's bigger than this one. But this is still not a bad deal. I like the color choices here. The backsplash looks very interesting. And all in all, it looks like it's been cared for pretty well. 2 bedrooms upstairs. I think this one's about 1250 square feet. Compares very well with the stuff that you get from Mattamy for the same money. January 18th is their possession. There's a $46 per month fee for garbage and snow removal. Something like this on Woodley is a Mattamy, 3-story, no backyard, same kind of idea, but it doesn't have the fees attached to it. They're both considered freehold, but the other one just has a small common element charge to it. So in here you're getting a smaller living room, and I don't know if these pictures really make it look much bigger. Everything is kind of compressed in. Not the thing you want to do with a 1050 square foot house. Nice colors in the backsplash in here, but everything just looks really small, and you gotta use the wide angles on these. You gotta make them look better. And so 314. It's a nice kitchen, but I don't know if they're going to get that. Porterway is 369. It's a 1,300 square foot townhouse, and it's a nice quiet street actually. There's like 3 parks within about a 2 or 3 minute walk, and they've done some landscaping in the front and back, and not much of a yard. The thing about this fence here is that if you're the interior Mattamy townhouse, they've always done this, and sometimes people get really caught off guard by this. But how you mow your grass is you actually enter through your neighbor's property. So you might be 1, 2, 3. You'd have to go through all 3 of the backyards to bring your lawnmower around. And actually on your land titles, it says that you can do that. You have a right over your neighbors to do that. So you've got a front dining room, which is what most people use it for. And then you've got a family room in the back. Nice neutral colors here. Not a lot of shots of the kitchen there. The nice thing is it has a finished basement too. So you figure that adds between $5,000 and $10,000 on a home like this. And so for that price, it's good. It's comparing, I mean, look at something like this on ChutchMatch. It's newer and 372, 888, but it's 1,370 square feet. So it's only 70 square feet bigger, and it doesn't have a finished basement. It's got some darker floors. It looks like the other one might be a laminate floor. This one's a true hardwood. And yeah, I don't know. To me, I mean, Porter seems like better value. This one I think has a little bit nicer floor plan because the dining room is a little more connected to the kitchen, whereas the dining room on Porter is really far ahead in the house. Different styles, different things. There's a Sobeys. There's going to be some stuff built around here. Around that Bronte and Louis St. Laurent, there's going to be a lot of things happening there, and you can see the school being built and all the rest of it. Hadley Woods is up in Main Street Village. Nice easy walk to the movie theater. There's a park on the other side of Hadley Woods. Looks like there's same thing. There's a front dining room in this house, and then you also have family room, and then that opens up to the kitchen. I like the cream color cabinets here. I think everything works together really well in the kitchen. The light fixture's been upgraded. And this one here, you can see the contrast compared to the Mattamy one. That's a direct access door to your garage. So you have a long hallway there. And so that can be a really convenient thing to actually bring your recycling and everything out, bring your lawnmower to the backyard, and then there's your walkout door from the kitchen. Pardon me, I think I have a bug in my throat. So $389 actually seems like a really good price. We sold a very similar house recently in the last month or two in the new section, and we did a little bit better than that price too, and it's virtually the same size, same builder. McCandless is $429, And so we've got a Linwell end, which is I think 1680 square feet. There's a trail here, and there's train tracks right beside. So you're right beside the train. It's going to dissuade a certain amount of buyers, but it looks like it's a nice home inside. This same model, actually, there's your walkout balcony, and you can see the berm here. There's a laundry here. This same model with a pie-shaped lot, really nice, sold for less than this in a better location. So it's going to be a little tricky for these guys at $429. I can't see it selling for that price. Black is $448.9. It's on the southern part of Black. Some parts of Black back onto the west side. Usually the even numbers on Black and Andrews are the ones that back onto to Thompson. It doesn't really excite me the way the pictures are. It actually makes the home look a little bit smaller. Everything's taken from way up above head level, which doesn't feel like a natural viewing angle. January 2013 is the possession, so that's creeping up fast. Less than 2,000 square feet is what it says, more than 15. 3 bedrooms upstairs. Linked by the garage only. Yeah, I just don't see it at that price. Morelands is $449, and if you Google Map Morelands, and you can see it is actually the right address right here. That might have been a garage at some point, and so what it is now is it's a little area downstairs. It's a separate entrance. It looks like there might be a workshop down there, and they've done the stucco on the outside, but there's no garage. There's lots of parking in the driveway. But the house itself has that little feature that you probably want to know before you came in. 42 by 112. It's on the nice side of Morelands. It's on the side away from the big cell phone tower and all the rest of it. Some of the stuff that's by the cell phone tower backs onto a park. It looks like it's got a walkout. I'm not sure if it's a walkout from the front or the back. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting house. There's no pictures yet. Caldwell's at $549. 37 by 87 foot lot, and it's basically got one big room plus a kitchen. I think there's better floor plans, better value out there. This is a Coscorp home. I think they're missing it on the price a little bit. Although one of the things they're not showing in the pictures is the finished basement, so that might help them. But there's homes with bigger lots. There's homes that are better upgraded for the similar amount, or even sometimes a bit less. Lederman is $559. 2,300 square foot. I think it's Anatomy Plan 6. A family room upstairs, nice looking kitchen. Again, those cream color cabinets I think are amazing. And there you go. So good looking home front to back. $559, no finished basement. February 2013 is their ideal date. 9-foot ceilings make a big difference. Now this one on Morelands, the sellers are acting as their own listing agent. So they're selling on their own. And that doesn't mean that you can't bring your own representation in. In fact, I'd encourage it. What a good home. Excellent renos in the bathroom. The kitchen's not bad. It's been renovated. I wouldn't say it's outstanding, but and there's older appliances you'd have to swap out. It's got a finished basement. It's got a lot of floor space. It's got a pool in the back, plus there's some green space beside. And at $585, 49 by 121 foot lot. And I think that this one actually backs onto that park, and you can see the hydro tower close by, but it's still a good deal here. This is a great price. I don't normally say the people selling on their own are the pick of the day, but this one is a strong contender. It's a lovely, lovely home, and I think the price seems right on too. Fleming is $619, and so I don't know if I love the way it looks inside. I don't find the orange and the peach and everything is really powerful stuff for listing. I find it's not always the highest and best color you can have. Heavy drapes make a home seem smaller. And what they do have downstairs is a fully functioning kitchen and potentially a little bit of a place where in-laws could stay. Parquet in the basement wouldn't be my first choice, that's for sure. And so you've got a 3-piece bathroom with a shower there, plus a kitchen. So you can have people living there. $619. I don't know. It's hard because sometimes homes like that, there's not many of them where you could have. If it's 2 families, sometimes you don't have that many choices. They're going to be helped by that, but I think that there's better looking homes and better value in that range. So Sydenham is about 27 something square feet. They got up their game on these photos, it's not going to be good enough. There's too many other homes out for sale, and it's not that upgraded for the price of the home at $647. No way. I don't think they'll come close to it. Nairn is about 2,800 square feet, $674.9. It's got obviously a better looking kitchen. You've got the nice mantle, upgraded bathroom cabinets, and you back onto green space. So this is a better offering than the previous one. Even 43 by 100 is actually a pretty good sized lot. That's not that far off from the stuff that we're looking at on Morelands, and it looks like it's got a walkout basement too. Forbes doesn't have photos yet, but I've been inside this home, and I actually think they're not that far off. I mean, they said they paid $100,000 for the lot. It backs right onto a trail. It's not tremendously private, and the builder charged way too much for some of their upgrades, including the lot premiums. That being said, it's a bungalow. It's got a huge open concept floor plan. It's got 2 bedrooms on the main floor, 2 upstairs. There's a main floor office right by the front. It's got some really good upgrades. It doesn't show that well because there's scuff marks all over the walls, and it's underneath that. There's a really good home here. It's a nice street. There's a lot of impressive looking homes, and it's big. It's one of the bigger bungalows that I've seen. So it's got a lot of good value there. I think they're really, really close. You add the size of the property, the fact that it's a bungalow, which gets a premium, and where it is, the lot, you're doing well. Ellington is a little bit over 3,500 square feet. It's a Stanbury. It's one of the most interesting Mattamy floor plans that I've seen. One of the most interesting floor plans, I think, in all of town. So this is the kitchen angle. You're looking at the stairway up, and then you've got a little bit of a loft upstairs, and then you've got 4 other bedrooms. There's a breakfast area here. Across from the kitchen, there's a breakfast, so it's all open. It's got a nice high ceiling. That's the door to the garage. And so that's the family room right across from the kitchen. You can see how the stairs anchor, and then there's your breakfast area. Front has living dining plus a little turret office, a little den area. Hardwood stairs. That's the master with a full-on sitting area beside. They've done some California shutters here, and it's a big 50 by 100 foot lot. That's a nice sized piece of property. It does face Louis St. Laurent, which I think is going to hurt them a little bit. It's close to Craig Kilberger. It's close to Hawthorne Village School. A lot of stuff. I sold a very similar home just one street over from this last year at $650 that wasn't as upgraded. So nice stuff. I think that's a good price. I think it competes very well with what else is in that range. Homes is at $699. It's about probably around 2,800 square feet, and you've got some nice thick granite on the countertops here. It looks like they've done some good work on the upgrades and some wainscoting, and you got some privacy behind too. So kind of fits into the same price range as something like Forbes. It just depends on what kind of a layout you want. If you want 2 bedrooms on the main floor, 2 upstairs, or if you just want all 4 upstairs. But these guys aren't that far off. And Martin Street is the last one. It's at 1.2. A lot of buzz around this one from people that have been inquiring. They said, it's kind of interesting. It's got a 4-plex behind. It's got an in-ground pool. It's a massive property. It's 100 by 490. It's basically like an acre. And so you can kind of see some of the stuff here. They have 3 different shots of the outside. I don't want to see that. I want to see the inside of the home. I want to see the kitchen. I want to see the bedrooms, because they talk about that in the description. So that's, I guess, the 4-plex right there. And then you've got a massive property. I can't see a pool anywhere here. But this is unusual. It's been listed before. It didn't sell. But I'd be really interested to see what's going on here. There's a detached double-car garage. I've done some of the numbers on it. The other thing to look at is that there's a house plus a 4-plex. Around 4 to 6 units in a home like this, and the rules can change. They can flip from residential to commercial financing, which can be a little bit interesting. So speak with the lender before you go see this house, because either way, you're probably putting a 20% down on it. But it's a question of, are they going to take some of the income from the property from the 4-plex, and then you have to carry the rest? Sometimes it's 50%. You look at this, you say, are the units separately metered? How much are the tenants renting for? Are they under lease agreements? What's the potential rental income? Because a lot of times if you've got an older rental building and people have been there for a while, they're not paying as much as they could if you got someone else in. So we always look at that. We look at net income, compared to the expenses, that's what tells us really how strong of an investment property it is. But you almost divide it. You say, there's the fourplex, there's the numbers for that. Does it carry itself? How much extra would I have to put in for the actual house? So there's a lot of things that an investor would look at on something like this. Big piece of property, has a lot of value here. It's just a question of how good it looks inside and some of the numbers for the property in the back. And then you have to ask yourself, do you really want 4 separate people living on your house or your property? Interesting thing, completely different story. Anyways, that's the list for today. And if you have any questions, just give us a call and we'd be glad to help you out. And if you're looking to buy or sell a house, we'd love if you could just get in touch with us. We'll show you really the value that we can provide to you. Okay, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.